Good morning to all of you, and
Morning, sir.
good
Morning,
morning.
sir.
Morning, sir.
I want you to represent your day with these images or these emojis. I want you to post something on your account. I want to see what's your status. Mm. This is for you to have this is an activity. This is not recorded anyways. It's up to you if you want to do it or not. But I want you to post something for this morning, or by this time. What are you feeling? What represents your day? What represents your feeling or emotion? Understood? Mm. And we don't need to review this lesson, the Don Quixote. You simply um, read and have the film with you. You need to understand the situation of Don Quixote. Well, you need to understand the tone and the mood of the story. Why is he acting such like while in the movie? Diba? He is fighting the windmill in some other else. Mm. And there are lots of adventures. In some researches, they said that Don Quixote is suffering from schizophrenia, which is a hallucination. It's a mental disorder. Opo, it's Don Quixote. You understand these people, not only Don Quixote. Okay, let's proceed because we do have a limited time. Um, we'll discuss this pronoun. I know this could be the same topic as your summer classes in second monthly um, topic because we already discussed pronoun itself and also the two types, which is the reflexive and intensive pronoun. But today we'll discuss another five aside from reflexive and intensive pronoun. Understood? Um, I'll just have a simple intro about pronoun. I know most of you are familiar what is a pronoun. Hmm. Pronoun is simply a substitute or a replacement for the words for or a noun, hmm, or a noun phrase. It is used to um, substitute the names, especially the antecedent on a sentence. Understood? Okay. I'd ask you to get your book, then you need to open it on page 301, 301, because it's there. Okay, these are the types of pronouns to be discussed this morning. Number one, personal pronoun, indefinite pronoun, demonstrative pronouns, interrogative pronouns, and relative pronouns. We'll differentiating these five types of pronouns, and you will be knowing on how uh, to identify and to use these types within a sentence or paragraph. Okay, let's start in this first type, which is the personal pronoun. From the name itself, these pronouns are used to, and it refers to person. Opo, to person. It refers to yourself or to other people being addressed in the sentence. Hmm. And before we have the nature of personal pronoun, let's have this paragraph first. As I read, kindly observe something while I am reading this paragraph. One day, the doctor asked the doctor's assistant for the doctor's calendar. Then the doctor checked the doctor's calendar to see what appointments the doctor had that day. Then the doctor returned the doctor's calendar to the doctor's assistant for the doctor's assistant to use to schedule the doctor's patient's appointments. What While I am reading this paragraph, what did you observe? Anyone?
So many doctors
So many doctors. But
that
so okay,
um,
30. Proceed with your answer. There's so many doctors, and then what else? How about your other classmates? Allen, what did you observe? The paragraph. There are so
have
many,
many things to do, sir.
many,
Many things to do.
Many
many doctors. Okay, yeah. I think 30 wants to imply that there's no, literally, there are no doctors there. There's only one doctor who is present on the paragraph. There's only one. Yeah, on the paragraph, it refers only to one. Understood? And it is repetition. There is a redundancy of using such word or noun, which is doctor's assistant, doctor's calendar, the doctor himself, doctor's patient's appointment, and so many other. Okay? Mm. It doesn't sound normally. You will agree naman. That's because this paragraph has no personal pronouns. Understood? And especially personal pronoun or pronoun. The use of pronouns, why we are using that? Because so that we can avoid this unnecessary repetition of words. It's irritating to the ears if you hear some repetitive words. Understood? Mm. Even other people might be bad because what you're just repeating your words. There's no other words that you're using. Mm. Let's make it clear and more smooth. Um, Let's use pronouns. As I read, one day the doctor asked her assistant, James, to hand her the appointment calendar. Then she checked it to see how many appointments she had that day. After that, she returned the calendar to James and asked him to use it to schedule her other patients' appointments. That's how we use the pronouns. We have the pronouns her, mm, him, she, understood, then it makes more understandable and more comfortable to read. Okay, yeah, that sounds a lot better. Personal pronoun, which replace nouns that refer to people or things. And I have in here those considerations or domains you need to consider on using personal pronouns. Especially, you need to consider the first one, which is the number. Hmm. It is a must for you to understand how many are there in the sentence. Are there only one or singular, or there are one, two, or many, or plural? Okay. Next to number is the person. Are you talking to yourself? Are you talking to somebody else? Or are you referring to something or someone else? Apo, and that's person or point of view or POV. First point of view, second point of view, third point of view. Apo, next consideration is the case. This domain determines the use in a sentence or simply this is the position of the pronoun within the sentence. It could be fall under subjective, objective, or possessive case. Understood? And this table represents those three domains. Mm. We have the uh, the the point of view on the leftmost part, as you can see, ito, in this part, this is the point of view of the person. At the upper part, the position, we have the subjective, the objective, or the possessive. And under it, we have those numbers. If it is singular or plural, singular, yeah, one or many. And here are the different pronouns, which is already segregated into their own usage, the number and the person or the point of view. Okay, I hope you are getting it. And let's focus on the case, how they are being used. Mm. You can use these pronouns as a subject or before the verb or in subjective case. Mostly you are doing this. You're using personal pronoun on the subjective part. And next position is in objective part. Objective part is when you're referring, or if it is answer the question, I don't know, has a relation with the verb, because it follows after the verb, an objective part. But these pronouns, or this objective pronoun or objective personal pronoun, is in the verbial phrase. Sorry. Yeah, mm. And the predicate part of the sentence. Okay. Next is the possessive. Possessive shows ownership or possession. Yeah, possession. You may use those different words. We have my, mine, ours, yours, his, her, it's, their, or theirs. Okay. Hmm. Is there any question before we proceed to the next pronoun?
None, sir.
None. You don't have a question at all. Let's proceed to this easy pronoun, which is demonstrative pronoun. Some of you could agree that you're using this. I know you're using this demonstrative pronoun. And we only have four demonstrative pronoun that points out particular person, thing, or event in the sentence. It it barely demonstrate or point out things. Apo, I have in here a table of these different demonstrative pronouns. If in the personal pronoun, you need to consider the number, the case, the person. In here, you need to consider only the number and the proximity. Po, proximity means the nearness. Po, yun. Um, you can use this pronoun under singular if you're referring to only one. If it is close to you, you use this. If it is far to you, you use that. Opo. If you're referring to two or more items, person, or in plural form, if it is close to the speaker or you're holding it, use these. If it is far from you, you use those. Understood? Oh. I have in here example. We should use in using singular. If you're referring to singular noun or thing within the sentence, we use this and that. We use this if it is near, just like this. This is an expensive store. You are on the store, and then you said this. This is an expensive store. But then that is a very tall building. You're pointing out that tall building, which is far from you. Okay? Next, these and those are used for plural subjects in the sentence. Example, these are very expensive shoes. If you are in a shop, nasa shoe shop kayo, Yeah, you may use these. How about those? If you are pointing many things, just like in the sentence, those are tallest skyscrapers in the cities. We have the skyscrapers, which is plural in form. That's why you need to use this demonstrative pronoun, those. Understood. Before we proceed to the next, did you get it?
Opo, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Next is indefinite pronoun. This certain type of pronoun refers and being used to uncertain things. Apo, if you are not referring to this particular or specific person, thing, place, or animal. That's why it's indefinite. You're not definite anymore. It's you're not you're not stating the name, how many, how much. It's indefinite. Let's have this table. As you can see, we have three different, we segregate these definite pronouns into three because some words can be used both singular or for plural noun, depending upon the construction of the sentence, especially the words all, any, more, most, none, or some. Well, those could be used both singular or plural, depending upon the construction or the usage. Understood? But we have these two, singular or plural. Those words ending with body, one thing, and body, one thing, um, those are under singular indefinite pronoun. Understood? And we mix it up with the words just any, every, and no or some. We have this anybody, anyone, anything, everybody, everyone, everything. Nobody, no one, nothing, somebody, someone, something. And also we have these set of words under singular indefinite pronoun. Wait in a minute, class. Okay. Um, Sorry for that interruption. As I was saying a while ago, we have the set of words that there are plenty of words mm, that you may use under singular, and we have this also set of words that you could use in plural indefinite pronouns. We have this both, few, many, others, several. But let's see. Okay, and here are some examples of indefinite pronouns used in a sentence. But of these two sandwiches, neither looks like something I would eat. In this sentence, we have the word neither, which is a singular indefinite pronoun. That's why we really need to use singular form of the verb, which is looks. Understood? Mm. Indefinite pronoun has a relation to verbs. Okay? There's a relation in the subject and verb agreement. Okay? Next, can no one tell me the answer to this math problem? Here's an example. No one in this sentence is a singular indefinite pronoun. That's why we need to use singular form of the verb. Okay? Next is this solution is one of many. Mm, the word many in this sentence is it's either singular or plural. But in this sentence, the usage of many is in singular form. Opo, or in singular subject or pronoun. Next, some are better than others. The words some and others are used as plural indefinite pronoun. That's why we have the verb are. Okay? Are you still with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Thank you. Mm. We are through with those different types. And let's proceed to other type, which is interrogative pronouns. Interrogative pronouns are used to ask questions. Sorry for the numbering. It should be number 4. You're now in the number 4. These interrogative pronouns are used in interrogating, or if you are asking mm, to someone. Yun. We have this. We have this interrogative pronouns used. We have it for things, for both things are people, and for people itself. Okay? Yan. For things, we have the word what. Interrogative pronoun what. For both things or people, you might use which. The word which is used to have selection or choice. Hmm. There is a choice. Which among the two? Which among these? Understood? Next pronoun is used for people. The use of who, whom, or whose. Sir, what are the difference or differences between the three? Later, I'll discuss what's the difference between the three. But it concerns about the case. It concerns about the case of the pronoun, the who, whom, and whose. Okay, let's have the first what. What is used to ask about things? It's used to ask about this. Do not use what in asking people. Apo. Example, there are really strange mixture in that pot. What did you put in there? What in this sentence refers to something or the thing or the ingredient. Next, the word which, the use of which is used to show a choice among two or more items. Opo. Example, of all the items on the menu, which do you recommend? Which, in this scenario, the waiter is being asked to choose which menu item he likes the best. There is a choice. Another, the use of whose, who, and whom. A while ago I said it concerns with the case. Yes, it is. Whose is used in possessive case or as a possessive pronoun. This is used to find out whom something belongs to. Understood? Example, I see a stray flip-flop on the floor. Whose is it? In using whose, this is shorter way to ask questions such as who owns the flip-flop or whom does the flip-flop belongs to. Again, it's in the possessive case. If you use the word whose. Next word is who. If you are asking and you use who, it is used to ask, or in this is in the subjunctive case, and it is placed before the verb. You use it to ask for information about what people are doing or who they are. Understood? Example, who wants to go hiking this weekend? Or who is the man with long beard? That one. there you're talking and you're referring to specific person. Next, the use of whom. Whom is an objective pronoun. Hmm. Objective pronoun. It answers back the verb. Hmm. This is used to find out whom an action is being done to. Hmm. Para kanino. Hmm. Not with not who is doing the action, but for whom. Para kanino yung action. Opo. Example, whom do you know in this class? Whom is the subject of the verb know? Sorry, object rather. That's the object. Another example, whom are you wrapping that gift for? Mm, For whom yan? That gift is for whom? Understood? And here are some other information. Whom, the who and whom. Okay? Mm. Next type of pronoun is the relative pronoun. Relative pronoun is somewhat concerned with the use of words under demonstrative pronoun and interrogative pronoun. But relative pronoun is a special case of pronoun because this is used to add some more information about the subject. These are used to join another phrase, another information within the sentence. It could be in the form of conjunction or an appositive or parenthetical phrase. Opo, if you're using relative pronoun. And here are some of the relative pronouns that we usually use. The word that, which, who, whom, and whose. Well, as you've noticed, there are words that are the same as the other one, which is interrogative pronoun, and also under demonstrative pronoun. We have the word that, which, who, whom, whose is under interrogative pronoun. But you could use this one. It doesn't mean that they are the same. The function is also the same in the sentence. No. It depends upon the construction of the sentence and also its usage. Understood? There is a note, the same as I stated a while ago. And the use of who, whom, and whose. And these are examples. Number one, I like roller coasters that have lots of loops. That refers to the additional information have lots of loop, which is referring to the roller coaster itself. Apo, as you've noticed, roller coaster that is simply used to add information about the roller coaster, which have lots of loops. Next, ice cream, which is my favorite dessert, tastes very refreshing on a hot summer day, which is used to have the appositive, is my favorite dessert. Okay? Which, yun, refers to the ice cream itself. Another, teachers who have a sense of humor are easy to get along with. Who is referring to these teachers? And it adds more information about the teacher, which is have a sense of humor. Next, my cousin who is from Illinois visits me every year. And this sentence, we have the subject cousin. There is a relative pronoun who, and there's additional information about his cousin. Understood? Another example, the friend whom you saw yesterday wants to go out again tonight. There's a use of whom. which refers, there is a relationship between the information and the subject in the sentence, which is the friend. Okay? Another, the man whose shirt was stained rushed home for a change of clothes. Whose is used and refers to the man. Okay? And we're through. Kindly open your cameras, please.